What up? It's your boy T-Bone Reaction. I so totally forgot that this started this week though. We have our XXL freshman freestyles as well too though. So we're gonna do not one but two XXL freestyle along with something new they're doing differently. Instead of the ABCs, they got a new thing called Keep It a Buck. So that being said, we're gonna start out with the first freestyle, and this is from Chris Patrick. I mean, look this up one more time. Now, Chris Patrick, I'm not too familiar with as well. I'm gonna be honest though, but unlike most of these folks, I am open as far as too. He's from Virginia. No, that's the hockey player. He's actually from Jersey. Chris Patrick's actually from Jersey. XXL. He's actually from Jersey. Let me get a little scoops on him as well too. Why they with the Yahoo? I got to fix this thing again. I don't know why they went to Yahoo. I don't know why. Anyway, so Chris Patrick from East New York. Notable songs is the Oakland Interlude, Take Time Outside Alley, and Freestyle and Marco Plus as well too. Notable guest appearances Ready with Clint Stray. So yeah, he's by Def Jam, multi label. So anyway, without further ado, let's check out his special freestyle. And you know what? I'm gonna do separate videos for these. So we're gonna figure out him first, his freshman freestyle and his Keeping the Buck. Let's get it. Oops, sorry.
So when I got that call that Tim died, I started questioning what it mean to live. Heartbeat in your ribs. Like what it mean to love someone when they alive, when they die, the death doesn't seem as big, desensitized, the funeral coming. You can't even leave a crib. I beat myself up knowing I rationalized my cowardice. Double XL named me freshman, I still feel powerless. The fuck these accolades supposed to mean when your niggas grounded under 6 feet of dirt, survivor's guilt been devouring. My mirror got a man with a face of shame looking out of it. I kind of balance my flaws, my mama praises. People at the crib looking at me stuck in amazement while internal warfare dumped in abundance within me rages. My bro mama passed from cancer, corruption, up and through phases. Before she died, she forced me to make a promise. As long as I'm alive, keep telling the world your story, so I stand here representing the impoverished. What you seeing is the living proof of suicide attempts that never prospered. At 22, I thought my life was destined for a coffin, damn near married to that fate, but God objected at the altar. Cosplay happiness so long, I fucking end up with an Oscar. Jersey's very own. Being where I'm from, this shit feel bittersweet. Heaven sent, he sat for lunch with Hove. We had to sit through grief. That call came. My homegirl body by River Creek. So now I live my life for both of us while she in blissful peace. Pain is watching kids return to God while seeing mothers cry. Snow days, we learned to shovel holes in case our brothers died. I came so fucking close to joining partners on the other side. That scar tissue right below my wrist proved that I'm loved alive. Trusted I bless so much for this. I need a diva cup. Voices of the dead within my head while I don't sleep enough. Oven door, propped inside the crib when we was freezing up. Kitchen floor, nothing but a blanket just to heat us up. 4 for 4, split between 4 of us was how we treated lunch. Starvation gave me drivers at my best when I ain't eat enough. Drive-bys. Outline from the truck is where they greeted us. Body can't be shown under the sheet is where they seen the bruh. Life support. Pray the EKG won't stop him beeping up. Doctor's face was how we knew them angels was gonna beam him up. Much respect to Bobs, that nigga stepped up when we needed him. I'm on the phone with Nas, he wanna spin back, put a beam on him. He said in front the world is a messenger for my people. If Jersey in your blood, they'll never see you as equal. Jack Antonoff changed the league, Miss Hill didn't need a sequel. Scissor biggest on the planet, they still think we not lethal. If dying for this shit mean bringing light back to the land, keep a Bible on the van, Ruger right below the hand. St. Patrick the evangelist, delighted to expand. I'm screaming 070 until I'm lifeless in the sand, nigga.
Hey, okay. What a start. What a start. What a start. He killed that. What a start. They're going to keep it separate. What a start. I'm looking in the comments, a lot of people giving props. One say finally XL pulled some lyricists back in there, and I never heard them, but this type of XL freestyle that makes me want to check out the artist. This guy, you got that right. Saw Chris on Jizz tours, and he's killed it. So yeah, he been doing Jizz or anything. So yeah, nice. So already getting good start as well too, though. And I was, reason why I made a little okay face off too. They pay a little homage to how, cause this is also dating back to 10 years since the infamous 2016. They had like Kodak Black, Designer, Louis V, Lil Yachty, and it was 21 Savage and Denzel Curry, all of them in there. And that's the same little background, the great background that they have. So yeah, I like the little pay homage to that though as well too, as they kind of doing that with the graphic and everything, and the cover of them being all white. So anyway, we're gonna check out the Keep It Up Buck with Chris Chris Patrick, and as we take a look into, as I say, he gives his unfiltered takes on hip hop biggest questions. Let's get it. So this is a little different than the usual ABC, so I like this. A little switch up.
You get a guest verse from one of your favorites, but they use it to diss another rapper you respect. Do you release the record? Yo, this is crazy. What's up, man? It's Chris Patrick, and we finna keep it a buck. Let me see. Even after 50 plus years, hip hop is still a young man's game. True or false? Why? I mean, I think everybody young man today dead, so true, it's still a young man's game.
I like how you said that.
I do think that we're getting into an age now where like the more seasoned, more experienced writers are what people are looking for. Like people want good songs, people want perspective and shit like that. I gotta give credit to the guys who blew up around the 22s, 24s, 25s. That shit's gangster, but like I feel like nowadays, because there's been a drought of that, what we are looking for is, you know, subject matter to be there, actual perspective. Not saying that 22-year-old can't give me perspective, but like 28-year-olds done live way more life. So I do feel like it is somewhat still a young man game. Cause like, is you really old at 35? Motherfucker Drake like 39, still going crazy in the strip club. Like, what's really old?
Yeah, for real. Nothing wrong with that though.
Rap man, you can't go mainstream without selling out. Facts or fiction? Why? I feel like everybody's definition of selling out is different, right?
It is.
There's if we talk about the hip hop purists, me going to do melody might come off as selling out. Or me doing a traditional song might come off as that, but like what really is selling out? I feel like with hip hop specifically, I don't know, I feel like people are allergic to songs and we have to get back to making songs. If making songs is selling out, then you can't go mainstream without making songs. So right. Yeah, I guess, but I think the biggest thing we have to focus on is just trying to be the biggest, best versions of ourselves. J. Cole, one of my favorite artists. J. Cole gave us Wet Dreams. J. Cole gave us Working Out. He might not like working out, but that was one of the biggest, that was a smash for bro and it opened up a lot for him. Power Trip, you know, another one. You get a Power Trip out, now all of a sudden everybody's going through the album to check out everything. So I definitely feel like you know, I guess if selling out is making songs, then sure, you need to make songs. Rap myth.
I got pointed out a little bit though. I'm glad they started out with him because now that, you know, a lot of people already have their mind made up on this, like I said, freestyle. Well, guys, they started a guy with him, so now they need to hope to check out the rest as well too, whether they like him or don't like him. So yeah.
Like respect as lyricists, true or false? Why? I think this is true. Putting words together is a science in itself, but to be able to do it.
That's my fault on that one. I did read it. The melody don't get no respect. It's true. Definitely. They don't, because some can be melodic and still, I will say this, some can be melodic and still be a lyricist though. We got a good amount of that. Even before, you know, Bone Thugs and Harmony was out. Yeah. Even Bone, we had guys who harmonize a little bit. The late groove of Groovy Chill was known for was earlier rendition of that in a way as well too. And his flows on their song was pretty nice with Groovy Chill. So yeah.
True or false? Why? I think this is true. Putting words together is a science in itself. But to be able to do it melodically and still make it flow within a song is also another science that I don't think we respect. Hurricane Wizard is like one of my favorites right now, but like he's way more melodic than like per se like somebody else would be, but he rapped his ass off. However, I think it does get lost sometimes when you hear the melodies. You're like, oh, this boy floating. But if you hear what he's saying, like he really talking that talk. So. And
another one I was gonna say early like melody one was Karis one, Not Me to Me Go Bang. That was kind of melodic in a way. So yeah, you gotta think about it a little bit.
I do think melodic rappers are lyricists, and if we just took more time to listen, you'd realize that they might be better than some of the guys who don't use melodies.
True.
You get a guest verse from one of your favorites, but they use it to diss another rapper you respect. Do you release the record?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
It's a tough one, because I really don't be giving a fuck a lot of times. But just for the sake of like, I don't know. You get a guest verse from one of your, nah, let that shit fly. Let that shit fly. That shit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Like, if it's somebody I really keep close, I would notify. But like, to be honest, I don't really got that many friends, so I ain't really got to check in with too many people. There is a collective of guys though. Like, if some shit did happen, I'm calling them like ASAP. But for the most part, if it's not them, like, industry scenario, you hear from your team that a rapper refuses to work with you. Do you call them personally to see what the deal is, or do you just let it go? I let it go. If I have that person's number and they don't want to work with me, I'll call them. But if I don't got that person's number, it's cool. Like, I'm a big believer in, if you want to work with me, you will. I'm not in no space of like begging and pleading. I think there are certain situations where it's like, hey bro, let's try to make that work. But like, if somebody want to work with you, they will. I don't think we got to be, fighting tooth and nail to get somebody to get on some shit. If somebody don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't think it ever really matters at the end of the day. Would you rather be considered the leader of a new generation of rap or an artist who stays true to the roots of the culture? I would rather be a leader of the new generation of rap. I'll be frank.
I like that. I now was thinking about let that be the answer right there as well too. Like, again, it's good to have true to culture, but at the same time, times changing, the world's evolving, or I mean, his word evolving. What folks think is de-evolving, not is evolving. So a lot of things change, technology change, everything changed. So break the cycle of being stuck in your own generation. Like, embrace the new generation, yo. That's what I love to do. Embrace the new generation of things, regardless, yo. Because I don't want to be stuck no old person. I mean, I'm in my 40s, but the old cranky man. Well, back in my day, I mean, I'll say back in the day, but like, I'm not going to knock what's going in the new era. I mean, like I said, always keep proud to these new guys regardless. So, I mean, they doing what they love. They could be doing something worse. You know what I'm saying?
I think rap is in a good place, but it needs to be revamped. I think we're in the renaissance right now. And while I do think some of the guys before were very good, I believe the guys that are coming up are going to be better, 100%. Yep. Like, we might not be there today, but we will be. I think there's a lot more innovation here. I think there's a lot more versatility. I think there's more honesty and more vulnerability in what we're doing. And we also just not afraid to go out there and experiment. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this XXL freshman class. Like, there's so many different pockets of people in this shit that just do so many different amazing things, way different than it was like back in 2014 or 2016. I definitely feel like as a new generation of rap, we are the leaders, and it's really just about us being accepted in the community, being willing to break away from what was old and just accept that, like, yo, we're moving into a new regime. Like, exactly. The Lakers ain't had Kobe Bryant forever. They got Bron now, you know what I'm saying? The Celtics eventually lose.
Well, not anymore now. He about to leave, but I got but good little comparison right there.
They get Jason Tatum. I mean, everything is meant to change, so I definitely would rather be a leader of the new generation.
Exactly.
I'm Chris Patrick. I just kept it a buck with y'all. Again, I gotta say thank you to XXL for having me here on their freshman list, man. I'm excited for y'all to see what we done brought for y'all.
Okay, cool. I like this new little concept of doing Keep It Buck. It's pretty cool as well, too. And very conversational amongst me watching it as well, too, though. And I'm glad they started with someone like Chris Patrick. I ain't know too much about him, but I'm already a fan. Just by his freestyle, but his whole personality seemed cool. So other than that, good little one for Chris Patrick. I'm definitely gonna check out some music from him as well too, man. Cause he's like, I didn't know too much about him before this. I may have heard the name before I didn't think about it, but I'm now interested in checking more music out from him. Other than that, I was gonna check out music regardless because I like to keep up with time, but I'm really looking forward to checking some new music. Other than that, if you like my reaction to this, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and what you think about Chris Patrick as well too. Anyway, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.